Hello, hello. Okay, welcome to today's talk, and we're going to be talking about the danger of trial and error learning method when it comes to stock market investing. All right, you already know my name is Dr. Linda Paduel, and I'm the CEO and founder of Investonomy. So, again, let me repeat the topic for the sake of those joining us: the danger of trial and error learning method in stock market investing. So, I'm talking about this topic because a lot of times, we are out there, creating this awareness about stock market investing, which means we're going on trade shows within our region. We're going on trade missions outside, our country, like currently in Canada now, but we go to trade missions in other countries. So we are talking to people, and these are this what I'm about to discuss with you is something that I have noticed over and over again, which is this the menace of trial and error learning method when it comes to stock market investing. So, first of all, let's start from known to unknown, right? So, let's start from what is it that we know about the stock market? Me and you, what is it that we know about the stock market? First is that, yes, you can invest in stocks. The second one is that you can make a lot of money investing in stocks. The third one is that you can lose a lot of money investing in stocks. The two things can be true at the same time, which is you can lose a lot of money investing in stocks. You can also make a lot of money investing in stocks. All right. And of course, the difference between those two, right? The difference between losing and making money in the stock market is um, is knowledge. It is knowledge that bridge that gap that moves you from learning from losing money in the stock market to making money in the stock market. But let's look at because we a lot of people know that you can lose money when you invest in stocks. What are the ways that generally people decide to mitigate this risk, the risk of investing in the stock market? I'll tell you. So the first one is the trial and error learning method. What does that really mean? It means that you put little amount of money in this in stocks. So you've heard that you can make a lot of money in stock. It is passive income. So you put small money and you wait and see what happens, right? You wait and see what happens. So sometimes what happens is that the stock price goes up and you are so happy, you are so excited, right? And perhaps you put more money into it. Sometimes too, you put small money and the stock price goes so down, you're so discouraged and you pull out your money. Either which way, one thing that is consistent is that when you are doing trial and error learning method of stock market investing, whether you make money or lose money, whether you add more money or pull out your money, it does not still solve the fundamental problem, which is that which is that you do not know what you are doing. I'm not saying this as an insult. Obviously, I'm not saying this as an insult. I'm saying this as a wake up call. I'm saying this because this is something you already know, that you do not know what you are doing. There's hardly anyone that I meet who is doing trial and error method who have not themselves acknowledged to me that, hey, I do not know what I'm doing. And that's okay. That's okay. Because the moment you know that you do not know what you're doing, is a realization that will help you to do more. What is worse is that you don't know what you're doing, but you do not know that you don't know what you're doing. That would be worse, right? So if you don't know what you're doing and you know that you do not know what you're doing, I mean, the problem is already 50% solved, in my opinion. So now let's look at what is the danger of this trial and error method that a lot of people are employing when it comes to stock market investing. What are the dangers? So the first one, there are three dangers we're going to talk about today. All right. The first danger is that you invest too little money. That's you invest small money and you're going to lose time. You invest small money, therefore you lose time. The primary way people make money in the stock market is time, right? You invest today, you wait, couple of months down the line, couple of years down the line, the money keeps growing. So most times stock market return is calculated per year. Even though on the day-to-day basis it can go up, it can go down, but in a year, what happened? That's how stock market return on investment is usually calculated. So when you, let's say for example, you put um let's say you put I'm trying to pick a figure. Let's say you put $5,000 or 5,000 of your own currency. Because I understand that people are watching this from all over the world. So that's okay. So let's say you put 5,000 of your own currency, right? And you sit and wait. You are hoping that it will grow, it will not grow. But let's say you already have up to 50,000 that you can invest. What happened is that the remaining 45 is not invested. So you are losing time. That money, if you had invested it today, in 1 year time, will have yielded a lot of money for you, right? But because you are doing trial and error method, you just put small and you wait. So even though you think you are not losing money, even though you think you are investing the amount of money if anything happens to it, you don't mind. What about the money that is uninvested, the money that you did not invest? You are losing time on that money. Think about it. If you have been doing trial and error method for 2 years, for 3 years, if you had invested the money as you should, how much would you have made on it? This is the loss that people don't easily recognize. So even when you are doing trial and error, investing little money, you are still losing time. Therefore, you are losing money you will have made if you understood what you were doing and you were able to invest confidently. All right. Now, the second danger of trial and error, or another danger of trial and error method of investing in the stock market, trial and error learning method, right, of stock market investing, is that you invest too much and you lose money. So you don't know what you're doing, but you take 50,000 of your currency and you put it in the stock market, right? Or whatever big amount of money, what represent big amount of money in your region, and you put it in the stock market, but you don't know what you're doing. Before you know it, the money drops by 90%. The stock price drops by 90%, and you are toast. Your money is gone. You can't get it back. In fact, out of fear, you sell the rest. So that means you have eliminated your chance of even getting it. You know, not as if you wait, every stock will rebound or the price will increase back. That's not necessarily the point. But what I'm focusing on here is that you can invest too much money, right? And you lose that money. In 2008, I invested everything I had, even though I didn't know what I was doing in the stock market. And by 2009, I had lost 50% of my net worth as of that time, right? So I fall into the second one. I fall into the second one. Now, the third one, which people rarely talk about, is you get discouraged by mistakes and you quit. Because you are doing trial and error, these mistakes can be devastating at times, right? So you keep buying stocks, they keep going down. You keep buying stocks, they keep going down. You keep buying stocks, they keep going down. After some time, you're like, you know what? This is not for me. And you quit. You are quit. It's like, just imagine you have gold or diamond in your hand, but because you are not trained, you are unable to recognize it. So because of that, you quit. You quit. Okay, so this is something that would have changed your life, but now you've quit. So this is another danger of using the trial and error learning method when it comes to stock market investing. We've talked about three of them, right? You invest too little money and you lose time, or you invest too much money and you lose the money, or three, you make so many mistakes and because of this you quit. None of this is good for you, right? So, what is the right way for you to go about it? When after you have heard somebody say, "Hey, you can make a lot of money from the stock market. Go and invest now. This stock is going up. This one has tripled. This one increased by 1,000%." When you have heard all those exciting news, what should you really do? I'll tell you. The first one is find somebody who is very, 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 very good at stock investing and learn from them. It's as simple as that. If you have a friend who is very good, they've been doing this, they're making a lot of money from it, learn from them. I'm saying this because really, there can be different ways to invest in the stock market. There are different ways people make money in the stock market, right? So if you have somebody who is already making a lot of money from it, who is successful, who has been doing it for some time, right? Go and learn from them if they know what they are doing, right? For example, I know that when I started out again in the stock market space, because the first time I was doing it with a stockbroker. In fact, I always say that they gave me correct advice, but because I did not know what I was doing, I couldn't even take their advice, which is the reason I'm digressing a bit. Which is the reason these days I tell people, even if you are going to be using a third party to invest in the stock market, even if you want to send your money to, one advisor, one wealth manager somewhere, still learn how it works, because ultimately you are going to be the final decision maker of what happens to your investment. When I invested in stock market in 2008, by 2009 the stock prices were going down. I panicked. I ordered the wealth management company that was working with me to sell my stocks. They were like, hey, no, wait, we bought you the right stock. I'm like, no way, sell those stocks and send me back my money, you know, because I didn't know what I was doing. So was it their fault? Not necessarily. It was more of my fault because I did not know what I was doing. So if you don't know what you're doing, you are going to give instruction to your wealth manager and they're going to obey you because it's your money. They don't have a right not to obey you. So you are the final decision maker. So even though they make decision for you on the day-to-day basis, when tough time comes, you are the one who will make the decision. And if you don't know what you're doing, even when you're using a third party, you're going to lose money. That- Take it from somebody who is a victim of that already. Okay. So I've already mentioned, find somebody who is very good and learn from them. Number two is attend an investing conference to find experts, because sometimes, when I say find somebody who is very good, there's a chance you don't have anybody who is very good in your life. Well, I'm talking to you right now, so you already have one person. But I mean, that aside, generally speaking, maybe you don't have somebody you're close to that is very good. Attend an investing conference. That's the place you can find experts, right? Maybe experts come and talk, so you can follow this expert, check them, find out if they have a course, if they have a book you can read, or if they're able to take one-on-one mentoring meetings and stuff like that, right? So uh attend investing conference, find experts, and then go from there, assuming you don't have somebody that is around you now who is very good with stock investing. Well, that won't be true for you who is watching me right now, right? Because you have Dr. Linda here, but that I'm just saying. So the third thing is read books and take trainings. Read books and take trainings that can help you to shorten your mistake level from, taking years to do trial and error. The years you will have taken to do trial and error, right? If you can, one book that you can read can solve a lot of problem for you, shorten your learning curve, shorten it, and you can move. It is possible. Okay, let me tell you, for example, like for us at Investonomy, we have a boot camp, right, that teaches you how to invest in the stock market. In 30 days, it takes you from zero to a pro, zero to pro in 30 days. So imagine you could spare 30 days. And of course, this training is even designed for busy working class, because we know we're adults, right? And adults don't have time. A lot of adults don't have time. There are many competing needs. So we designed this training for busy working class adult learners. So like 1 hour commitment in a day for 30 days. 1 hour commitment in a day for 30 days. You can go from zero knowledge to a pro. Most people I talk to don't even have zero knowledge. They just have like 0.1% knowledge, not zero, right? So you are already better off. So zero to a pro in 30 days. This can shorten your mistake curve. Shorten it, buy you time. That, like, instead of you now doing trial and error, in 1 year you can be making a lot of money. I don't like to if you've been following me, I don't like to talk about, hey, come and learn how to invest in stock, you make $1 million in 1 day. I don't like to talk about that because I feel it's a bit cheesy. But it's about, for me, investing and return on investment is mostly about percentage. If you invest 5,000, what percent what is your percentage? Because the amount you get when you invest 5,000 is different from the amount you get when you invest 50, even though the percentage is the same. So I use percentage because that's a common denominator, right? So you can make a lot of money. You can make a lot of money, but that is if you know what you're doing. Okay. So for me, like, God bear me witness, I have paid 5,000 USD before for a 2.5 days of training in stock investing. Yeah. So when you see somebody, they are very good, with let's say with something, there's a chance they've paid a price to get to where they are. So don't just think you are going to sit around, do trial and error, buy one stock, keep another, sell another, buy another one, and then you get good. That's trial and error. But where is that leading you to? Let's even say that you bought a stock and the stock price went up. What does that mean? Does it mean it's a good stock? Does it mean you can then move on and put $100,000 into that stock? You'll be surprised the next few months that amount of money will go to zero. I'm not even joking. So trial and error without knowledge does not even produce any learning, because the stock that went up 1,000% today can be crashing the next minute. You see? So when you're actually doing trial and error, the question, ask yourself, what's the end goal here? Some people don't think about that. What's the end goal? Is it that, oh, if these stocks increase, you buy more? When are you going to get competent? These are questions you should ask yourself. If I'm saying it, you can look like, hey, yeah, you're into stock market investing. What else are you expected to say? But think about what I'm saying for a minute. Go past that level of objection. We call it, in marketing, we call it objection, which means when you say something, the brain instantly produces something else to attack what is being said. But reason it a bit. You are doing trial and error. You've put $500 into the stock market. You are watching. You are watching to see what's going to happen. It goes up. What are you going to do next? It goes down. What are you going to do next? What are you learning from that process? How do you really know a good company or a non-good company? Is it because their stock prices went up? You can't joke with your savings. You can't joke with your savings. So there is real danger in using the trial and error method, learning method, when it comes to stock market investing. The end goal, the end result is usually disaster. Money gone, or you have quit and you're out. All these things I'm telling you, I'm talking from personal experience, because I mentioned to you, 2008, I bought stocks. 2009, I lost half of my net worth, sold the stocks, and I backed off. I'm like, not me again. You see, so all that I'm telling you, these are things I've suffered from. And then I also know what happened when I invested in training and got to understand how it actually works. Now, if you give me let's look for figures that people can relate to. If at this moment you give me $50,000 to invest anywhere, I'll put all of it in the stock market today, not tomorrow, today. And I am sure your money will not disappear. Do you get? That is the level of confidence I want you to have with your investing. That is the level of confidence I want you to have. And you're not going to get there by sitting on the sideline. Okay? So if you take nothing away from all that we've talked about today, I want you to take away that there is real danger in using the trial and error learning method when it comes to stock market investing. And the way forward is to find somebody who is very good at it and learn from them. Whether you are learning from them one-on-one, through mentorship, through their books, through their courses, do that, because it will save you a lot of money, save you a lot of time, and you're able to progress in your investing journey confidently. That means you're able to invest as you should. Okay. All right. Again, my name is Dr. Linda Pajuel, and I'm the CEO and founder of Investonomy. If you want to learn more, something to tell you before you go. So, this book, let me see if I can show it to you. Pure Beginner's Guide to Stock Market Investing. Pure Beginner's Guide. So if you look at the subtitle today, it says what you need to know before investing money you can't afford to lose in stocks and ETFs. So this book, I encourage, you can get it from Amazon if you want the hard copy. You can get it from Amazon. Believe you me, we put the price to be the lowest Amazon will allow us to put it. The lowest Amazon will allow us to put it. But the reason for putting it on Amazon is because you can buy from Amazon and it will get shipped to your doorstep like within 2 days or less. You know, sometimes Amazon do overnight delivery depending on your location. So you can buy it from Amazon and it will be shipped to you. It goes through the basics. Goes through the basics. It also contains resources you can take to to quicken your learning. All right. So if you are interested, if you feel like you don't know what you're doing, start somewhere. Start somewhere. This book is less than $10. It's less than $10. It's less than $10. Also, at this moment, we are giving out the digital copies. We are giving out about 100 of the digital copies on our website. The website is www.investonomy.com. Investonomy is our company name. Like here, when you see Dr. Linda of Investonomy, that's Investonomy. So investonomy.com. So if you go to investonomy.com right now, you will be able to get digital copy of this book for free. And you can, I already mentioned, you can order the hard copy from Amazon. Do something. Do something, right? Do something. Do something. $10. If you are truly serious about stock market investing, $10 will not stop you. I mean, and if it will stop you, go for the digital copy. Somebody said the author. The author is Dr. Linda Pajuel. I'll show you. This is the author. Trying to show you. Yeah. So this is how the book looks. Okay. Okay. You can take a screenshot as well. So let me do that. I'm trying to get you. Yeah, you can take a screenshot if you so want. Anyways, do something. Do something. That's the point. Do something. Don't just sit in your hands. Don't forget trial and error. It's not leading to anywhere. And you know what I'm saying is true. You know what I'm saying is true, right? You deep down within your heart, you know what I'm saying is true. If you want to get serious with investing, if you want to learn how to invest your money and you have heard of stocks, you know that you can make a lot of money investing in stocks. Learn how it is done. You save time, you save yourself from mistakes and you move fast. Okay? Right now in the stock market, there are a lot of stocks that are selling for cheap prices that if you could buy them in the next 1, 2, 3, 4 months, you will be making a lot of money from them. But how are you going to buy them if you don't even know how to find those stocks? Get started. All right. Take good care of yourself till I see you again.